Hey guys, what's up and welcome to a new League of Legends video. So about an hour ago actually, I feel like Riot is releasing these things out of nowhere, but about an hour ago Riot did release Bel'Veth's new skin, or I guess her alternate skin, which is Battle Boss Bel'Veth, you can see here. And her abilities, and we also just got, ooh, that actually looks pretty cool. We got new skins, that are going to be released as well. It's like a pool party skin theme. Excuse me. But yeah, so let's just get into this, guys. If you enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like button. Let's go over her abilities, the new stuff coming to the patch, and all that juiciness as usual. So, starting things off again, Battle Boss Bel'Veth. I'm not gonna lie, the splash art is actually, this is actually a pretty cool splash art. I like how you have, the arcade Ezreal Riven Sona here, just kind of chilling, attacking her, and she's like this big battle boss. Kind of reminds me of like the Final Fantasy 14 fights and stuff like that, or just honestly any Final Fantasy fight to begin with. But nonetheless, let's go over her abilities. So her passive, Death in Lavender. After an ability use, Bel'Veth's, that's hard to say, Bel'Veth's next two attacks have increased attack speed. Take down a large monster or champion and gain permanent attack speed as Lavender stacks. The bonus is uncapped, but her attacks and on-hit effects that deal reduced damage and does not gain attack. So is she? So I mean, she's a jungler then, I guess. I mean, she seems like a jungler. Is there sound? Right, there is. Wait, what? Oh, her next two attacks. Okay, after ability use, her next two attacks. Okay, that makes sense. So she has like two parts of it. So the takedown part, which just kind of stacks her attack speed, and then whenever she uses an ability, she goes. That's pretty cool. I mean, so she's literally a jungler then. She has to be a jungler because like you're not gonna stack this anywhere near as fast if you're a laner. You have to be a jungler because you take down large monsters, obviously consistently, right? As you jungle through your path, and then every now and then when you gank and you kill a champion, boom, you just stack it up even more. So it just the stacking up is just a lot more consistent as a jungler. Anyway, moving on to her Q, Void Surge. Bel'Veth dashes in one of 4 directions. Oh wow, that's her Q. Dealing damage to all enemies she passes through and applying on-hit effects. She has a lot of on-hit effect applications. Each direction has its own unique cooldown that scales with attack speed. Ah, it's attack speed scaling. Interesting. I thought this was her E when we were looking at the the teasers and whatnot. I mean, I do like the mechanic. That mechanic is a pretty cool mechanic overall. Let's see, dealing damage to all enemies okay, so it's all enemies. It's not even just one enemy. It's not even like a targeted enemy, so she can dash whenever she wants. I'm assuming she can go over walls. It seems like, at least. I mean, the dash seems long enough to go over, at least these kind of walls. Maybe not like the super thick wall up here. That one, like, let's take a look one more time. I'm gonna see how long the dash is one more time. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not to go over this, but absolutely not enough to go over those thicker walls. Like, maybe not even this one, honestly. But we'll see. Pretty cool ability, gives it a lot of mobility, a lot of options as well. But man, it feels pretty punishing if you use the wrong one, like maybe by accident or something like that. Because then I'm assuming you cannot dash in that direction again until that specific like angle is off cooldown, right? So moving along to her W, Bel'Veth, so I was right about this one. I think I said this is her W. I don't remember. Bel'Veth slams her tail down, dealing damage, knocking up, and slowing enemies' hits. Upon hitting an enemy champion, this ability reduces Q, which is the dash, in the direction of the champion hit. Aha, in the direction. That's pretty interesting. This is geometry all over again. It's like almost like Vel'Koz all over again. I mean, it's a pretty simple ability. Nothing special about that, in my opinion. It's a very simple ability. Royal Maelstrom. Bel'Veth channels a storm of slashes around her, gaining damage reduction and increased lifesteal. Each slash strikes the lowest health enemy with her Maelstrom, dealing more damage the more health they are missing. The amount of slashes scales, so she just goes ham and does damage based on their missing HP. What the fuck? That looks weird, man. I don't know. She looks like she's having like a seizure or something. I mean, honestly, the ability seems pretty broken. Like, I wish we could see the damage, like the HP or something like that. Like, the ability seems like it's doing a shit ton of damage. Probably because it's just a deception of, being it really fast attacking. It makes you just think it's a lot, but maybe it's not. I don't know. We need to see the HP and the actual damage, but the animation is very strange. I will admit, though. It's a very strange animation. And it's also a little strange that it only hits one target. I mean, maybe the damage is just really, really high, so that's why it's only hitting one target. And if it didn't, then it'll be just way too broken. And that is absolutely a possible thing, but Her ultimate has 3 things. Wait, what? Endless Banquet. Her ultimate. Passive. Every second attack against the enemy target, it deals true damage, which, by the way, should... So this doesn't apply on-hit effects, it looks like, actually. This says nothing about on-hit effects. So this does not apply on-hit effects to E-ability, which I guess makes sense with how fast she attacks. That'd be actually kind of ridiculous. But nonetheless, so the passive, again, this true damage is an on-hit effect stacking infinitely. So keep that in mind, guys. That's really important. That is working very well with the rest of those abilities, like the Q and the passive, essentially. Anyway, takedowns, excuse me, takedowns against epic monsters and champions leaves behind Void Coral. Void Coral. Epic monsters from the Void, like Rift Herald and Baron Nashor, drop special Voidier VC, Void Coral. I'm assuming those are the little Voidlings. Active. True damage. Okay. Active. Consume a Void Coral and explode. Slowing and dealing true damage. Afterwards, Bel'Veth temporarily changes into her true form, consuming Void Coral left by epic Void monsters. A true form, okay, period. Consuming Void Coral left by epic Void monsters, so I'm assuming like Herald, Baron, grant her true form for longer and causes minions that die nearby to be reborn as Voidlings. Huh. And then her true form. When Bel'Veth unleashes her true form, she gains increased max health, out of combat movement speed, attack range, and total attack speed. While in her true form, she also gains the ability to dash through walls with Q. Oh, okay, so you can only dash through the walls with her Q if you're in true form. Interesting. That's kind of not that great, actually, honestly, but let's see. That's insane attack speed. What the fuck? Dude, that's an insane attack speed. So you consume this and you become true form, right? Yeah. That's what she becomes, a true form. And then the attack speed is insane. Jesus, that's fast. That is like ridiculously fast. Like, holy shit. She's like bitch slapping everyone. So, okay. I've seen a lot of comments about people kind of complaining about this champion, saying how like the teaser, you know, with Kaisa was like really cool and epic and everything, and then the gameplay is just kind of boring. Honestly, I'm inclined to kind of agree. The gameplay is a lot more boring than I thought. It's just very it's like, I don't want to say this is a bad thing, but it's like too simple. Like simple is not bad. Like I think Nunu is a pretty simple champion, but honestly his gameplay fits his theme and it kind of it honestly works. Even like Warwick, pretty simple stuff, but it feels a bit more epic. This, I don't know, again, we haven't played it yet. Maybe, you know, you have to play it to see it, but it just doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of interesting things going on here, like at all. I mean, her true form is pretty cool, but it just feels like her whole kit is just bitch slapping people. That's pretty much it. You just bitch, she's literally just an auto attacker. You just bitch slap people left and right. I feel like they could have done a lot more cool, like, void abilities instead. I mean, the void area is so cool. She's like the queen of the void and shit. I personally thought we would get cooler abilities, for instance, like some next level, like void manipulation, like crazy big, like, you know, Enigma from Dota, something like that actually is what I thought maybe we would get. Something along the lines of that. That would be, I thought, pretty cool, but whatever. Anyway, moving along. We have the new skins coming out over here, guys. You can see we have a preview of, let me go and open this up. Ocean Song Edition. Ocean Song Yone. Ooh. Nidalee, Seraphine, Zeri, Ashe, and Prestige Ocean Song. Of course Seraphine gets the Prestige. Of course it does. I like the blue. The blue is very pretty, actually. Very pretty blue. Ooh. Very nice, actually. Pretty cool. I like the skin. I mean, nowhere near as good as Yone's most recent skin. Forgot the name of it. I'm like blanking out right now. But I like the colors. I like the colors. Very nice, pretty colors. Very blue. Very like, just very fun colors. I like that. Blue is psychologically a very soothing, pleasant color for humans. That's why Facebook, for instance, is all blue. It's like a psychological tactic almost, because it's just a very appealing color for humans, essentially. Or like, not appealing, but more like a relaxing, I guess. More like a calming, relaxing color. This area looks pretty sweet. I like her cape, man. That's a cool looking cape, I have to say. It's like a very, like, a blue neon kind of glowing cape. It actually looks really good. Ash. Okay, I already don't like the Ash skin. Holy shit, that looks hideous. Okay, that, I'm sorry. Okay, the arrow looked really cool. I'll say that, though. The arrow does look really cool. And the little cape behind her looks pretty cool. I am not a fan of her hair, and I am not a fan of the outfit, like, at all. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I just don't like it. Seraphine, let's see. Okay. I mean, this is better. The abilities don't look that great, though, but I like her board. Her board is pretty cool. They could have made it a surfboard, though. That'd be pretty cool. And then the prestige. Okay, this is actually... Okay, first of all, she looks like Lux, number one. And one of her other skins, I forgot which one. There's like a skin that Lux has. She looks exactly like this. Not a huge fan of the prestige. I have to say, so far, I've been not a huge fan of the prestige skins. I think they've been extremely lackluster. That's just me, though. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm the problem. Who knows? But nonetheless, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think down below. And as usual, I'll see you for the next one. So until then, have a good day. Peace.